Hey you guys, what's going on? Emily Roberts here, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and I have some awesome tidbits that came from Bob, your online upline, your virtual upline as he calls himself. And I want to put them in my own words to help you with your Plexus business, because I took away so much from his training. It took about 6 minutes for him to break this down, and I have about 3 pages worth of notes that I can hopefully share with you in about 6 minutes. So when you add someone to your team and they go into the witness protection program, or you're like, okay, you were so excited and then you disappeared, what just happened? You know what I'm talking about? We all have those people, and maybe you're doing all the right things, but too much of it. You know, when someone joins your team, they have a different level of interest. They're going to have different levels of excitement. It's going to be all over the spectrum. And so I want you to consider that the next time you add someone. Remember those color personalities I've mentioned in other videos? This is going to be key in this moment, because you may have added a blue and you may have added a red at the same time. That blue person is going to be so excited and ready to share about how fun it is, and then you have a red person that needs the details. They need a video, they need a plan, and they're on 2 different wavelengths. So where can you, as their sponsor, meet them in the middle so that everyone is getting the right amount of training and starting off on the right track? So just because they have joined your team does not mean that they're excited, and does not mean that they're ready to work their business. Maybe clicking join was actually another step in their journey or in their process to becoming a full-time ambassador. You know, when I first got started, that was me. I was not ready to work a business. I made it very clear to my sponsor, Holly, that I didn't want to work the business. I was strictly here for a discount, but clicking join meant a lot to me because I was so skeptical for so long. So think about that. Did someone join your team and it's taken them a while to join, and maybe they're not posting as much as you like, or you sent them a video link, they haven't watched it yet, and you feel like they're just not interested? Well, maybe clicking join was a huge deal for them. So they need their welcome pack, or they need something different to get them going and moving on the right track, and you might just be a little too much for them. So they may want to join and, test the waters. They may want to try the products out. That's totally okay. But there is something called learning while you earn, and I'm going to get to that in just a minute. I think that a way to determine if this person is ready or not is going to be a key and super awesome thing for you to hone in on. Okay, if you can grasp this and you can determine, does this person qualify as a business builder? Do I move forward with them? Do I reach out to them? What do I need to do next? This person I feel like they just checked out. So let's break it down into 3 simple things that you can do as a leader, as their sponsor, to help them begin. All right, so we need to determine if they are ready to work by simply asking them a question. You guys, it is simple. I think most of the time we get bashful, even though they just trusted us and joined our team, but they get, I don't know, like you kind of go into the witness protection program. Like you've been working on this person for months. They join and you're like, peace, I got what I wanted. No, that's not how it works. So how can we qualify so we know our time, because all of our time, right? It's precious, it's valuable. We know our time is going into someone that's ready, and we're not wasting any time or wasting their time. So 3 simple steps. You're going to start your conversation off with this. This is step number 1, and you're going to say something like this. I don't want to assume, but are you serious about being successful and making money with your Plexus business? Here's the thing, by saying you don't want to assume anything, you're breaking down that awkward wall if maybe they aren't ready and they're not very serious. If they say maybe, possibly, I don't know, not sure, don't waste any more time. Give them a follow-up date and follow up with them when they are ready, maybe 2 weeks, a week. If they say yes, this takes action. These are your action steps. So we're going to keep going. If that person does say no or maybe, and they were all in and now they're not, something that you can ask them is, well, is there any more information you still need from me to get you here to this point? And by to this point, I mean ready to work your business. If their answer isn't yes, then you know that they're not committed to working their business yet. They're not a business builder. They are a wholesale ambassador, and that is okay. We're going to treat them like a preferred customer. We're going to check in monthly, make sure they're taking their products right, make sure that their questions are answered. We're going to love on them, once or twice a week. That's totally cool. So the second part of this, they've answered yes. They're ready. They want to make some money. They're ready to work a business. The second thing you're going to ask them to move on and make sure that they really are a business builder is, are you sure? You know, if they're sure, they're going to want to sit down and make a game plan with you. This is part of the 72-hour window from when they click join and they join and it's ready to go. You need to create a schedule. You need to have a game plan as their leader. So if they say yes, they have given you permission to work with them and for you to give them direction. They are looking to you. They're a baby ambassador. Think about your baby. They don't know how to walk, eat, sleep. They don't know how to do anything because you have to feed them for them to use the restroom. You have to rock them to put them to sleep, right? This is your baby. So that's something that you need to consider. If they push back, once you've started to work with them, you've given them some simple directions, and they are questioning whether or not they want to be successful and make money, you need to revert back to question 1. Hey, remember when I said I didn't want to assume and I asked you if you wanted to make some money and be successful and you said yes? Well, what's changed since then? Why aren't you pursuing this? So make sure you revert back to that if they start flaking out on you. You need to treat every single person that joins your team like a rock star. They are your Celeste Gwynn. They are your Emily Roberts. Whoever you idolize in the Plexus industry, this is your so-and-so. That's your rock star. Treat everyone the same way, whether you know or you don't know that they're in it for wholesale or they're ready to rock and roll. You're going to treat them all the same way. You're going to speak belief into every single person that says yes and joins you. You're going to work with a sense of urgency as if they are going to quit tomorrow. So pretend they click join and tomorrow they're quitting. So you are going to do everything in your power to help them get a customer or their first team member in their first 72 hours amongst basic training, which we will get to in just a second. You know, a lot of us, most of the time, we add someone and we're like, here's a million videos that I'm going to tag you on, and here's a script, and here's a PDF file of like 40 pages. Okay, take luck. People are going to be like, excuse me, what did I just get myself into? Bye. And they're not going to come back. Maybe that's why they have fallen into the witness protection program. Ever consider that? So most new people want to try it out, but if you aren't there as their leader to simply hold their hand and show them an easier way, they're going to quit. No, not everyone has a yellow personality and wants those little baby steps, but here's the thing. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know that I needed to post and tell a story. I thought I was trying to sell something. Your newbies may be the same way. So let's schedule. This is number 2. Let's schedule. After you've asked them, are they sure? Are they ready to go? Let's schedule a time. I like to call them game plans. Within 72 hours, you get on the phone, you meet in person, either one. Should not be done through Messenger, you guys. Should not be done through text messaging. Meet with them or get them on FaceTime, Zoom, some way that they can see your face. If your game plan does not fit on a front and back sheet of paper, it is way too much information and it is way too long. Think about it. If someone handed you a Bible of stuff and they were like, you need to have all this memorized before you go silver or before you start your Plexus business, that would intimidate the crap out of you, right? So consider that. If you're tagging them in tons and tons of things, that's too much information for them to process. They just want to have fun and take their products and learn to love it like you've learned to love it. So lastly, number 3, let's simplify it. We've asked them if they're ready to commit. We've created a schedule, and now we're going to simplify the information that we are providing them. Simplify it. Dumb it down, as I like to say. Talk to me like you're talking to a 5-year-old so I can literally see word for word what I should be doing. Map it out. Cast vision. Give them one document. One. If that means compiling some of your favorite things into one thing and in one place, perfect. Don't overwhelm your new ambassadors. Give them something, one doc, with info enough to create action steps for them. The beauty of our success kit when people join with their welcome pack is that it has a checklist that you open up, the quick start guide. That is something simple that you can go over with every new ambassador. If they don't have it within their first 72 hours, then you need to have something in place until they receive that welcome kit. For me, I have the 3 S's and the 3 T's. This is something I've recently started to implement and it's helped my business a lot. The first S is to start. Figure out their goals and their why. What is going to help them start or begin? Take those first steps. The second is to share. Take 60 seconds to write down names of people that you think need these products and that need to become an ambassador for this opportunity. The last S is silver. This is very important. This is the first rank in Plexus. If they want to make money, they need to achieve silver. You could also make this fast start. And that could be going to Fast Start Gold. Those are my 3 S's. Simply teaching them to reach out to 3 people that they love that could do this with them, creating a 3-way message with you if they're a little nervous, but that way they have that third-party validation and your help. The 3 T's. T would be time. A phone call. You guys, they need your time and they need your, I can't even think of the word right now. They need your time. They need your one-on-one assistance. So get on the phone with them. Set up a phone call. Tools, their success kit, that one PDF file front and back that's not going to overwhelm them. For instance, these 3 things that I'm sharing with you. Lastly, troubleshooting. Like I mentioned, getting them into the 3-way message. Getting them into something that helps them overcome any objection and learn that it's okay to get a no, and that you're going to show them how to troubleshoot with these people. You know, when I add someone to my team, I will move heaven and earth to help them get their first customer or their first ambassador in their first week, so that I am building belief in them so they get a paycheck. I want them to have a legitimate over $100 paycheck, and that's what I'm going to do as their sponsor and leader. Action creates belief. If they are acting and you are acting, you get to do this together, they're going to see that this is a legitimate opportunity, and it's going to instill belief. Build belief with action steps that are simple and easy to duplicate when they start growing their team. You guys, this is a 3-step simple process that you can use when you add a new ambassador to your team. I hope that you share this with your team members and that everyone can have a successful month every month because you follow these simple steps.